Derry City move into second place and to within 7 points of leader Shelburne. Cork City's title challenge looks to be over after Bray finally manage a win. And Drogheda United stay in the hunt for European qualification with victory over UCD. Very good evening. Well, we've action from all 5 Premier Division games played over the weekend on tonight's programme. And joining me in studio to look back on all of the main talking points are Pat Scully and Paul Ozan. Well, Derry City resumed their bid to stay in touch with Shelburne when they travelled to Longford Town. Stephen Kenny's men, who had to regroup after losing to Drogheda United, couldn't really afford any more slip-ups.
Derry City went into Saturday's Eircom League Premier Division clash against Longford Town at Flancare Park, looking to close the 10-point gap between themselves and league leader Shelburne. For the visitors, Kevin Derry and Pat McCourt were sidelined with the hip injury and hamstring problem respectively, while striker Kevin McHugh was also absent after picking up a knee injury in the defeat to Drogheda United the previous week. Longford Town, who discovered late in the week that manager Alan Matthews has been suspended from football until the end of the year, had striker Desi Baker available again following suspension, and he started on the bench. After seeing Shelburne only manage a point against Longford just a few days earlier, a resolute Derry City took control of the game as early as the 17th second. The home side lost possession from the kick-off. Gary Beckett flicked on a sweet ball from Mark Farren, which cut through the Longford defence, and Farren sprinted on before firing a low shot into the corner of Longford's goal, 1-0 to Stephen Kenny's men. The visitors raced into a 2-0 lead just before the half-hour mark. Gareth McGlynn laid off to Kieran Martin. Martin threaded the ball through to Farren, which managed to evade both the town goalkeeper Seamus Kelly and Damien Brennan, and Farren poked the ball in, despite the best efforts of Longford defender Alan Murphy. 2-0 to Derry City. Just before half-time, Farren went very close to completing a hat-trick. The ball was flicked on by Beckett onto the path of Farren. He scooped the ball over the onrushing Kelly into the net, but his effort was ruled out as he was adjudged to have been offside. Longford Town sprung out of the traps for the second half and went close to pulling a goal back 11 minutes into the second period. In a well-worked move, Alan Kirby floated the ball to Dave Freeman, who then crossed in for Kirby, but Kirby's effort rattled the crossbar. Derry City regained control for the final 20 minutes, and they went close on a number of occasions to extending their lead. But 2-0 was how it finished, and Derry now sit in second place in the Premier Division table, 7 points behind Shelburne with 2 games in hand.
Could have asked for a better start, really. I think, the last 2 games against Bohemians and Drogheda, played very well the 2 games, and we were sort of couldn't figure out how we only took a point from the 2 of them. It's just one of those things. But tonight, it went well for us from the start. 2 great goals from Mark Farren, and he deserves them, because he works ever so hard. He's a great attitude to his training, and he got his rewards tonight with 2 goals.
I suppose second half, when we got him into the dressing room, we had a chat. We knew that the next goal was crucial. Unfortunately, no one got it. So I think they were better than us in all areas of the pitch tonight, and the game sort of petted out in the last 15-10 minutes.
Well, I think we were in a similar situation last season. We were around 10 points behind at this stage, and we brought it to the last game. So we have, as I say, you can't look too far ahead. We've got Sligo on Tuesday, and the players can take confidence from that tonight and take it into the game at home. And with such a crowd in the Brandywell getting behind us now, some great crowds bringing such a great travelling support here to Longford is very encouraging for us, and we must continue to try and get them the crucial 3 points on Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. Well, Derry City's first win in 6, Paul, and the pressure really was on Derry City to deliver, to keep the pressure on Shelburne.
Yeah, a very good response from the side, having lost up in the Brandywell to Drogheda the previous week. So it would have been just what Stephen wanted. They couldn't really afford to drop any points in the game. I think they were good value for their win.
Yes, they got off to the best possible start, Paul, and as you said, they won the match with ease, really.
It was a dream start for them. I mean, a minute into the game, you can't ask for anything more, particularly away from home, playing against a Longford side who got a good result in Cork last week. But I mean, the manager will be sick with the manner in which the goal was conceded, because it's just basic, straight down the middle. First minute of the game, The full-backs are nowhere, and the centre-halves.
Took it well, didn't he, Paul?
Terrific finish from, you know, a player who I have great admiration for. He's missed a lot of the season with injury, but he's a smashing player. Last season's PFAI Player of the Year, and this shows why. He's
great
terrific
pace, isn't he? Yeah.
He's got 2 good feet, and he slots it right into the corner. Terrific goal, terrific start for Derry, and they built upon it, and they could have had more. They did get another one. McGlynn robs the ball there. You see the reaction to the Longford player. He doesn't even try and get back at McGlynn, and it's good one-touch football in around the box. Kelly comes out, it's just deflected around, and Farron has an easy task to finish it. And I put them 2 up, and I think Brennan could have closed McGlynn down. He backs off a little bit too much for me there. And
they certainly have enough defenders back there.
They have a lot of players back, but with the move, look at Farron's move, and he pulls away from the players like a good striker should, finds the space in the box, and he has a simple task then to finish it off. And he could have had a hat-trick. Unfortunately, from the angle we see, it's difficult to see if he's offside, but absolutely
well
top class finish. And you know, we can't see really, so we can't say too much, but knowing the pace he has when the ball arrives at him, again, a good flick on. When the ball arrives at him, he looks level to me when it arrives, and knowing the pace he has, you know, I can't judge it, but I'd be surprised if he was offside. It was very, very marginal. And he's a player now that could be crucial for Derry coming into the run-in, because, as I said, he was last year's PFAI Player of the Year, had a tremendous season last year, missed a lot this year with through injury, and he's back now, and looking at that, he looks as if he's back to his very best. Yeah,
we mentioned earlier there, Pat, to Paul, that it was a very big win, an important win. I'm sure Derry fans were beginning to wonder a bit of concern, because they hadn't won in a few matches, and that puts them right back on the heels of Shelbourne, with 2 games in hand, of course.
Well, I think it was important, Trevor. I think when you're having a little bit of a sticky run like Derry have had, I mean, to get a goal in the first minute must have really lifted their confidence, wasn't it? I mean, it's, as Paul mentioned, it's an ideal start, and again, they look very, very comfortable, and again, it'll be a big confidence boost for them, but again, they're going to have to keep winning. It's going to be difficult for them, but as I said, with Farron back now scoring goals as well, they've got a decent chance.
And a big test for Derry City coming up with Sligo tomorrow, and then Drogheda on Friday. Now,